Hello. Alright, seems like you hear me well on stream. Hope I won't be alone here. Yep, alright, we got the Dings bomb starting in just about 5 seconds. For the first phase we're gonna have seeding, and yeah, looks like we're gonna have a time attack on surface switch this time around. The boys in the matter are, well, maybe the boys and the girls in the matter are lucky not to place time attack on Bostic or something like Boomer, so they have an easier time, about 10 minutes to show their best base, and then based on that they will be split into the 2 servers and yeah, play in the rounds mode to score as many points as they can and advance into the top 8 that will continue cup mode in the finals. Check who we got on server. And we may have more people on the other server, I believe, but people to look out on this one are definitely luckier. Zachtel, Risen, and Logos. I think these 4 are definitely final worthy, at least in this server, looking at this server. Bachtel is currently the highest rating Baltic Trackmania player when it comes to ranked. At some point he was placed top 12 in world. Didn't follow after that, maybe he dropped a little bit, but still quite a noticeable achievement to be well into the Trackmaster points, and yeah, be with the likes of Birdie and all of those guys. So that, in my opinion, makes him probably favorite for today's amateur tournament, but he didn't have that much time to practice, and yeah, I would also like to welcome him in Baltic Vikings. Yeah, my pronunciation didn't know what to choose between Estonian, Russian and English, so yeah, use those kinds of things. My first, let's say, attempt at casting Trackmania at least, back in the days. There were some matter costs of stuff like Counter-Strike, back when there was 1.6 and there was no Go even in existence. Yeah, that's how old I am. Right, what we got on times to redistribute my digits on screen to see the leaderboard. So far we have Domamico leading with 56-1. Personally, I would say that anything in the 55s would be very respectable on this map for the amateur tournament, and I wouldn't be surprised if 56-1 from Domamico stays on the leaderboard for the next 6.5 minutes we're left in this seeding time attack round. Yeah, we see Zachtel improving by half a second. Don't know exactly who is on your screens. Unfortunately, I cannot follow Psiniac's point of view, so I'm trying to follow to the best extent of my ability with the players. But yeah, Sachter, as far as I could see, also crashed the finish, clipped the finish a little bit. So he definitely has the pace in him to beat the current leader, the Momiko, who is also was on quite a decent run, but lost a couple of tenths in the middle section with the double drifts. Those drifts are really tricky, at least for my level, which is bottom of the BTL. Still, I can give my 2 cents on how does it feel to, actually drive those maps. The Momiko fails to improve. Let's check with other players how they're doing. So far, Luckier is in third position. Is starting another run. We have Reason for 4. Yeah, perhaps from my knowledge of the Baltic scene, kind of missed on the Momiko. Maybe somebody can enlighten me on the history of this specific player. But for me, it's a surprise to see him top in the leaderboard at the moment. Doesn't seem like he's improving on the current run. Sachter is starting a new one. So far, nobody broke into 55s, but we definitely see the potential, at least in the Momiko and Sachter. Was popping up chat onto my second screen. Meanwhile, Sachten is improving by 2.5 tenths, and he immediately screws that up. I'm not going to spectate you, bruh, because you're following the stream. Bad Sachter, don't do that, guys. Focus on your game. You're gonna have a replay to watch afterwards. Just do your best in the matches. Yeah, meanwhile I see that Reason has improved by quite some time, I think 2-3 tenths at least, and he's right now really closing in on the Momiko's leadership. Just 12 thousandths away from snatching that number 1. Obviously that doesn't matter as much, but it does matter for the seeding and your server distribution. I don't think we will have, we shouldn't have anybody eliminated with this seeding. It's simply to distribute players evenly across the 2 servers. But still, it gives us a great opportunity to see what the boys are capable of and who to look at in the matches themselves. Yeah, looks like the Momiko is currently struggling to match his previous pace in the middle section. Those slides are really tricky. But maybe he will improve from this run. Just a little bit off. It all depends on the finish. And he was risking it, but it didn't quite work. Just 49 thousandths of his previous best. Let's check with the others. How are others doing? Reason in second, and on yeah, matching his pace so far. I had to release him. I don't think this will be the attempt for him. So far, it seems like we have, let's say, top four with Domamiko, Risen, Sachtel, and Terror. Those seem to be the most comfortable, at least on surface switch. Obviously, the distribution might change when we move to other maps. I wouldn't say that this is the hardest. Obviously, in the amateur tournament, there's only 3 maps, and I would say Aratel is yeah, stands out as the most challenging. That's where we will see who the men are and who are still boys, at least this time round. Also, how many matches are we actually seeing today? Because the amateur event is split into days. So let's check with the ranking. Didn't check on the server unfortunately because I was looking at the regulations to see how much playtime we're actually gonna see today. And I'm completely yak to see exactly how much is played today, unfortunately. So, Nick, I suppose you joined server number 1. Yep, that's the server. Alright. SRK says we're gonna have 3 maps and 3 rounds on the server chat. So I guess that's what we're gonna see for the qualifier. However, rules for the amateur tournament say that 3 maps are played with 5 rounds each. 8 best players from each server will earn additional life in the bracket phase, with other players being placed in the lower bracket. So we basically have a shootout, 8 best players from each server. I think that's everybody. So nobody goes to the loser bracket. Is that true? Seeing like 4 matches today this round, seeding, yeah. So we're past seeding phase with time attack. Now this is placement, and placement is supposed to determine 8 best players on each server, which will go to the winners bracket and go into cup mode. But with the amount of participants, I see that yeah, there's currently 7 players on the server. I assume about the same as on the other server. So we will have all players, or maybe like 1 or 2 drop into the lower bracket at most, and then all players will be beginning the bracket in the upper bracket. At least that's what I read from the rules and from what I see on the server right now. It does work out with the amount of participant in the seeding phase, where we had time attack, because yeah, there was about 16 players on the server as well. We had four, let's say, contenders for the win today, at least for the podium, that showed themselves. And now it's more about, yeah, again, seeding as full placement event, since there is not enough players to eliminate anybody into the lower bracket. Yeah, it will be just about seeding and where you go in the bracket event itself, who you're gonna play against. So scoring here is still important, however, not that much pressure, and yeah, no pressure on the amateurs in terms of elimination. So yeah, keep calm, just drive what you can, try to avoid crashes, and you'll be fine with this. Try to use this as the opportunity to get comfortable on the maps, to get in line with your nerves, and then move on to the bracket. All Estonian server 1, says Sachter. True. And we have our war map starting. So on server 1 we have Domamiko, Lakira, Zols, Backart, Big AT, Aeon, Eriksville, and then me and Psynic spectating. I think from this server, Domamiko, Lakira, and Zolos are obviously the favorites. But again, with the format, with the current format, this match is purely about seeding and who they're going to face against in the bracket matches. Scoring higher makes it easier for you to advance further in the bracket that actually matters. So as I read, I can even copy paste to you, Psynic. Placement event has all participants split between two servers. The match is played in rounds mode, with all 3 maps played with 5 rounds. Maybe SRK changed that to 3 rounds because he wrote that on the chat on server. But it's supposed to be 5 rounds, and then 8 best players from each server will go to winner bracket. And that makes all players on the server go to winner bracket, meaning there is nobody in losers. Unless there has been a change in the rules, obviously. I can always allow for that, because yeah, it doesn't make sense that everybody goes to winner, but obviously hopes were to have bigger participation. Anyways, the Mamiko wins this round. Zulus had to take the safe finish, and that's what lost him 2 places. Lakier and Buckert had managed to snipe him because of that mistake. Possibly he clipped the inside as you exit the dirt part and enter the grass. So yeah, more or less expected, with maybe exception of Bucket. Didn't call him out on the warm-up, but yeah, Zoos did a mistake. Otherwise, I would be quite correct on the top 4, and he immediately makes mistake in the next round after showing quite well, and then Buckard by this. We have Domamiko and Zolos leading ahead in this round, Lakier trailing them. So far, the guys are just getting in with the groove. Zolos makes a mistake entering the snake phase of this map, which is really challenging with extended drifts, so understandable. Now we have an insane outside dirt turn where you have to be very precise on how you enter and how you exit that, because you want to take inside line into the next snake, and this part of the map is really like twisting and snaking, and that's what defines the middle part of the map. Yeah, and Zulus complaining about the nose light at the entry, and yeah, that's what happens quite often in that part of the map. We have Domamiko taking the second dub, so he's taking the lead. Luckier with 2 seconds, so he's comfortably in second so far, and others battling it out with the field. Eriksville makes an early mistake, same as Ion. The rest continue more or less intact, with Luckier in first, Zulus close behind, and Domamiko gaining on them. Zulus went a bit wide there, allowing Domamiko to catch up. Luckier with like 0.2 lead so far comfortably this round. BGT was doing quite well this round, but unfortunately made a mistake in the outside dirt turn that allowed Buckard to snatch that's dirt from him. Wait, did somebody respawn? Yeah, I think Lucky respawned. I completely missed that. Yeah, with that, Zulus climbs right up behind him with just 1 point off, and we continue on to the second map, which is by itself quite similar to the previous one, to the surface switch. Reunion, very fast, precise map. It's not that challenging from the first look, and it's not hard to finish that map, but it's really hard to master it, because every small input matters. You need to be the speed slide demon in most of these parts and know how to maintain the most amount of speed throughout the whole of the map. It has really challenging downhill where your car wants to hit the outside wall all the time, and you are always on the swordy edge between maintaining the most amount of speed and hitting that wall. It has also a very challenging double drift that brings you into the final grass start downhill. That's one of the parts that is also quite hard to master on this specific map. Otherwise, it is very straightforward, quite suited for the amateur event, and let's see what the players show this time. So far no mistakes, and as I said that Zulus made a mistake, I wanted to say that no mistakes from the favorites. In the current round, Luckier and Domamiko seem to get away with a very comfortable lead, and they will be 1-2 almost guaranteed. Trailed by Buckard, Ion and BKT MKS. I will not pronounce you the whole thing every time, man. That's a mad expectation. But yeah, Luckier takes the win this time. I believe Domamiko won all the rounds on the previous map, and we indeed have only 3 rounds per map. Possibly just to speed the things up, because again, we do not have any players that would go to lower brackets this time round with the current format. So yeah, that's definitely a good change to speed the whole thing. Luckier again, taken away with the win in this round, it seems, with Zulus trailing him in second. It seems like across all players, Luckier is the most comfortable on this map with 43-1. That's a very respectable time for the amateur. To be frank, that is about my regu time, and anything in 42s is, I would say, very respectable on the amateur level. In BTL, I think somewhere around 42.7 will be like the average time for the top players, and they could definitely do times of 43 threes. That's at least what is currently on the leaderboards. Already beaten, I believe Creedy has like a 0.2. But yeah, as I said, this map is mistakenly simple from its first look. It does have a lot of little things that you can do that require a lot of skill to master. And it seems like, yeah. You know what? Like, you always are aware of this thing called caster curse, right? I didn't even say I thought that Luckier will get away with 3 wins on this map, on Reunion. And as I thought to say that, he crashed. So, like, I'm gaining respect to commentators right now. Need to be more positive in my thoughts, maybe then something will transpire. So we move into Eretal, probably the hardest map of the map pack, with a lot of yeah, very tricky drifts, extended drifts, double drifts, outside outside dirt turn that really splits the boys from the men. Because if you can risk that, it gains you a lot of time, and if you miscalculate it just by a little bit, you will touch the wall and you will go from hero to zero quite quick. We also have a really tricky finish, which Luckier missed on the warm-up. As I was, yeah, speaking of that, the challenge of this finish is that it's a really narrow pipe, and you have to hit it like 100% head-on. It has to be as straight as an arrow, or you need to be like steering and compensating for that. If it throws you left or right, you can still get the finish, but it's slightly slower. And we've seen quite a lot of rounds in fast point tournaments that were decided by this pipe finish, where people would either be completely thrown off or because they didn't take it quite exactly straight on, they would lose like these necessary tenths, or not even tenths, more like hundreds. But still, I believe somebody got denied finalist. Well, they were a finalist and they got denied by 20 thousandths of a second, specifically because they had a slowdown on that pipe. And yeah, Damomiko questioning why he won this round. Yeah, so everybody missed the finish, and he is like Moses through the Red Sea, climbs to win this round. We didn't see not a single player get it clean with a winning time of 53. I would say that low 51s would be quite respectable for this level. That's what we could see for the most rounds yesterday, with yeah, quite rare exceptions of people going into the 50s. And BTL on the finals, the pace will definitely be in the 50s, so need to up my game. And I got not that long until then, but so far we see Luckier gaining the lead from Domomiko in the final section of Eretel, last drift left for those two. Let's see the pipe. Luckier gets it, Domamiko misses, and lets Zulus snatch second from him. And with that, Domamiko also lost to Buckart and BKT. So that pipe is deadly, and you should always be aware of that. It's better to save it than fly out like Domamiko did this round. This allows Luckier to catch him. Perhaps we have a shootout for the first, so we'll follow that battle, I guess. That's the most interesting. Zulus is probably firmly in third, with BKT in fourth. Right now, Luckier is behind Domamiko, but with a better drift, he is gaining lead. Zulus is trying to combat with Lucky error for the first in this specific round. I believe that if Lucky wins and Zulus gains second and Domamiko comes in third, then we'll have tie for the first on this specific server, and so far it looks like that will be how the players will finish unless something changes with the final drift. And everybody got it quite evenly, with 51.35 being the final time. Zulus PB in with 51.6. Understandable. Could be quite a bit faster, but still, for the matter, 51.3 in rounds is quite good. Lucky Error was yesterday in the final shootout for the BTL, so he definitely should be of caliber, and we indeed have Domamiko and Lucky Error splitting the first on this server after the 3 maps have been played. With that, our placement stage, I would say, is over, and we should continue into the bracket. Players are asking for pretty much the same question, but as far as I understand, yeah. As far as I understand, that should be it. Every player is still on the server, clueless. Guys are going. Guys are really going at it like full steam. They're running rounds. No kidding. The server says track 4 out of 3. Guys are yak. Guess the match didn't end, or what is happening? At least we have, yeah, SRK on server now. I think something broke, and we now have SRK working it out. So anyways, we have Luckier Domamiko in first, Zulus in third, and yeah, BKT, Buckart in fourth and fifth respectively. As expected, Zulus and Luckier are on top, and Domamiko equaling luckier score in this specific placement stage. So we'll see about all of them in the bracket. They're supposed to be split, so possibly we'll see all of those players in the finals as well. Wonder what happened on the other server. Not a single BTL without some technical difficulties. So what are the matches and what are we watching? Is there a bracket somewhere? Okay, so we'll have one server with 3 players and all of the rest are 4 players. It's a cup mode until 2 winners. And how many points? Psiniak, thanks for the link. Is it Psiniak or Psiniak? Write that in chat. So we have Tomamiko, Williams, Packard, and Emajis on. In match number 1, we have Reason, Zulus, Alexville, and Zoidan. In the match number 2, Ion, Vargas, Chris KS, sorry, and Luckier in match number 3, and Zachtel, Oxide, and BKT in match number 4. It's a tough guess. I think I would watch the match number 2 with Reason, Zulus, Eric'sville, and Zoidan. I think that's the closest match here, at least from my knowledge of the players. Obviously, match 4 is not as good because it only has 3 players, so we will just eliminate 1. So yeah, I think number 2 might be a better one. But up to you, definitely up to you. You're in the lead of the stream. Laniak, your call. What do we watch? Have server number 2 on screen. I'm joining there, and in just about a minute, everything will start. So we got 2 Estonians, 2 Latvians on the server. Zoidan, Astrizen from Estonia, Zulus and Terexville from Latvia. We're gonna have 2 players advance. This is a cup mode. If only I knew until how many points, but we'll check with that once it starts. Hopefully the Trackmania UI will show me that information. And we got the match starting with a quick 20-second warm-up, just to make sure everybody is alert and aware. And we're gonna begin. I think this will be the most spectacular match out of the first ones, so hopefully players will show us good performance, or at least something spectacular. We're gonna give wicked points today, I guess. So after the first drift, we have Astrizen in very comfortable lead, 0.4 ahead. And everybody is kind of just getting into the match, I guess. And points limits is 80, with probably the standard distribution of 10, 8, 6 and 4. Gonna see that just in about 10 seconds once Astrizen hopefully crosses the finish line as he does the last drift. And did somebody miss? Did Zulus miss the finish? That's Aratel, boys and girls. That is the beauty of the map. Reason has had to lift off, so Zulus takes first in this round. Gonna check at the back how it looks. Eric'sville trailing by almost a second already. Doesn't seem to know how to take the outside dirt turn, or didn't have the setup this time round, but it's really challenging, and under pressure of cup mode, it's understandable to make mistakes there. Oi! Stop following the stream. Get to driving. Every time I'm saying something, you crash. We have Zulus at first, finishing with 52.26. Astrizen close by, 25 hundredths away. We had quite a close race between the first two. Again, I would say respectable time for rounds for these type of players would be somewhere around 51 middle. this round, after the star sequence, we have Zulus and Treason neck and neck, going into the wall ride of death in some sense. Quite equal, different lines, but worked out about the same. Now going into the no steering part of the track, both getting across just fine, with Risen having just insane lines and risking a bit more than Zulus. That allows him to get ahead. Zulus crashes the finish as well, but luckily for him, Zoidan and Terexville also made bigger mistakes. Did Risen? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Commentator clueless. Clueless. We have Reason missing the finish, letting Zulus take the dub in the last round of Eretal, which is probably the hardest map of the pack. Currently, Zulus with a slight lead ahead of Reason, 25-24 points accordingly. Zoidan with 15 needs to step up, and Eric'sville with just 11 so far, struggling the most. Was it 3 or 4 rounds per map? I think we can check once this one goes, but it feels like there were 3 rounds. No, it doesn't show the amount of rounds, but I guess we can count this time round. Starting on surface switch with early mistake from Reason and Terexville. Zulus taking away the lead. Going into the outside turn, fine, keeping the good lines. Seems like he is comfortable with this map at least. We have 2 Estonians in the second and third right now, trailing Zulus by 1.5 seconds almost. And as Zulus makes mistakes and allows Reason to gain all the way and even overtake into the dirt section. Now we only have finish to decide who takes the dub in this round. Zoidan doesn't seem like a contender, but will likely take third. And in the finish, people are risking, and Treason taking the first with 58-1. Obviously, could be a much better time. All players made mistake this round, but yeah, tight race in the end. Just 200s splitting away the first and second. That's the beauty of the amateur tournament. You don't have to be perfect, and that's why we love Trackmania. So, taken away into the next round, we have Zulus and Reason leading again. Zoidan and Eric'sville making early mistakes in the tricky start. Does require some precision, especially going over the penalty grass into the downhill. So yeah, quite understandable. We have Reason and Zulus battling it for the first. Quite good pace this round. No mistakes so far. Choosing to go, well, maybe following different lines. I'm not sure whether they can particularly choose their lines. Reason making a mistake, clipping as he enters the final section of the map, allowing Zulus to snatch first. He sets the best time so far on the server with 56.9. 56s are already somewhat good times, I would say, for a matter. At least if you can get 56s consistently, you definitely will be in the finals. From what I've seen so far today, Zulus and Reason neck and neck on points, and yeah, they've been battling pretty much throughout all of the maps, but especially on this one. Seems like they're quite evenly matched in terms of training and style. This time round, Reason has a better start with 1.5 tenths ahead. Zulus taking a nice speed slide, much tighter line than Reason, allowing him to snatch first. and immediately bonks with the overspeed. Possibly he wasn't comfortable with the amount of speed he taken this time round. That happens when you are not trained that well. Sometimes you're just surprised by how well you drive. We have Estrizen comfortably in first, with everybody else battling in for the second, I wanted to say, and then immediately Zulus and Terex will make the same mistake, bonking the wall as you wanna jump into the dirt turn that leads you to the finish. 57-4, winning time this round. Again, last round was quite a bit faster and more competitive. And we should have a map switch. Okay, type in chat how many rounds that was because I lost track. I think it was 4 this time round. So yeah, double guessing myself. We'll move to the third map of the pack, which is Reunion. Didn't see players on it so far in this match, I believe. And we are live. Yeah, seems like on this map we again have Zulus and Risen getting away with the dubs as Lloydon and Eric's do not seem like in position to compete. Zulus had a chance there to snipe it in the end from Risen as he was going across the penalty grass. Unfortunately for him, didn't quite work out. The mistake from Risen wasn't that big. We have Risen and Zulus in first and second with quite a comfortable lead of almost 20 points from Zoidan. But remember, they will need to score the final dope on both of them. So not everything is lost until it's said and done. We have Zulus in first this round, Risen in second, as it was. As Jonas Brothers sang, I don't remember which ones. I think Nick, or maybe I'm mistaken the word, the song. Risen taking the first, 43.5, improving on the previous round. 43.5 is, I would say standard average for the amateurs, I would say, on this specific map. 42 is what you really are looking for if you want to compete, but here it scores Risen the first for 2 rounds in a row. Hopefully, further on it won't be as easy and we're gonna see more competition out of the players. Was been out and not keeping up with Risen this round. It is still important for both of them to finish first in this specific match. We have Risen improving for the third time around, so feels like he's getting more and more comfortable as we progress into this match. Zulus, comfortably in second for the most part because Zoden and Nerixville are simply not as comfortable with this map. And as I said, that Risen is actually reached finalist. 3 rounds per map. Okay, yeah. And yeah, we have Risen in the finalist mode. Zulus with 12 points left until finalist. That leaves us with Risen having basically 2 attempts to just close it out without any trouble. Again, being first allows you to have better seeding technically. Let's say on average it would be better to get second from the other server instead of being the second from your server and getting the first from the other. So let's see if Risen does it on the first attempt, or at least before Zulus reaches finalist. So far, doesn't seem like that. We have Zulus comfortably leading. Risen without major mistake, but still trailing. Taking the dirt, both players take it rather similarly. I would expect a bit more risk coming out of them at this point, especially since again right now the stakes are quite low. And yeah, Zulus makes a little mistake as they were entering the no steering. I can see Zulus trying for it, but it wasn't enough, and Risen closes it out on the first attempt with 51.9. Not the fastest time. We've seen, I think, 51.5s already. So that was enough this time, GG. And yeah, congrats on advancing further. We still have another player to win in this specific match and advance further in the bracket. Somebody forgot to start interviewing who that was. That was Zoidan, and Derricksville also made a mistake in the very first turn. So Zulus is getting away with it. I think we already know who is winning here. Perhaps we could quickly try and look at another server if there is a match happening, because this one is over for the most part. And Zulus even taking the safe route. Yeah. We have Zulus reaching finalist. That should be an easy walk for him, at least from what we've seen. Regardless, let's see whether Zoidan and Derricksville can still pose a threat to Zulus. As I said before, it's not over till it's over. But so far it doesn't seem like that. Come on guys, it's now or never. Yeet it. And as I said it, they indeed yeet it, but not in a good way. Anyways, good game. I'm not sure whether there's any lower bracket matches, and I believe there were, at least from the structure of the tournament. So from this match we have Risen, Zulus definitely advancing further to play their matches, and I believe Zoidan and Derricksville still will be able to continue in this tournament. Good game, well played, and yeah, next time better luck, I would say. So on this one, as I see, we have Dominico in finals, Bocart and Amaji. On 72 and 71 respectfully, Tomiko seems like he's getting away with the dub. It seems like somebody is missing from their server. That's possibly why it's so tight. So, and we have Tomiko, yeah, closing it out, as I said, as the map switches to the second one, and we have a shootout between Buckart and Emoji. Good luck, have fun, show your best. We have a whole server of Lithuanians, so that's a Lithuanian shootout. Little warm up before the start, and this will probably be the most important 3 rounds that these guys so far played, at least in this tournament specifically. Don't know how experienced both of these players are. And we go. Better start from Emoji. Buckart making a mistake immediately in the beginning. So no pressure on Emoji. Just needs to finish. In any ways, they both needed to finish, as I realized that, because they will score enough points. Sorry, the commentator is slow. So yeah, doesn't matter. Finish the round, get finalist, and then whoever wins. From the looks of it, neither of the player is particularly comfortable with this map, which is Surface Switch. Maybe the nerves are getting to them. Again, maybe they're listening and I hyped them up and they got nervous. But yeah, this is the round that matters. Both players are the finalists. The winner advances into the winner bracket. The loser goes to the loser bracket. How convenient, right? Bogart have it to lift. Tamaji with the wide line in the beginning as well. Both players seem like on top of their nerves. Tamaji making further mistakes. Releasing, giving Bogart a chance to get away. Point 8 of a late already. As we go through the middle section of the map, very technical, with quite difficult drifts. Buckard taking it really safely on the third part. Emoji getting back at him. He caught up almost half a second from his deficit. Will he risk it for the chocolate biscuit in the end? He tried, but had to go wide, otherwise he would clip. Buckard making a mistake, going for the safe finish and still finishing it with 59.5. That's about 3 seconds off the pace, but still that is enough for him to score second, winning out this match. From Amaji, good game. And we're gonna wait for the next round of matches, and as I'm joined by Zinc, Hidinke.
Vinka, vinka.
I'm sharing my stream for you.
My dude. How have the matches been so far?
Um, I don't know. I'm kind of, I'm in the matches, in the chat, in the brackets, in the rule book. So yeah, I can't really. I
You can do all of that, but I'm just here to chill and look at some dudes drive cars.
uh, reasonable. That's more or less the same. I just yeah. want to also make it at least somewhat entertaining, if that's possible.
I can't imagine. Did the Tiny guy just do a full mute stream yesterday? I didn't check in. To spice
You
things
and
up.
yeah, you and Sergey were on that record. Yeah, I was
Oh,
watching afterwards.
wait, what the? My voice was
Yes,
on stream the entire time, man. What?
yes.
I was just fucking up. Oh, I mean, no, dude. Oh, bruh. I have been caught in 4K, man.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed on the brackets. Check it myself, but I think
Technical difficulties.
we have Domomiko, Zulus, Oxide, and Lucky Error in server 1 of the upper bracket, and Sachtel, Reason, Chris, and Buckard in match number 2. So I think it's match number 1. No other way around. And I do not see any lower bracket rounds, at least in the bracket. I know we do have Aion and Zoilan in the lower bracket, and also Varakos, Samaji, and Derricksville and BKT. I suppose they skipped this round because they don't have enough players to actually decide who is eliminated. But still, I would suggest that they need to enter their respective servers if they have that capacity for the Dingsbombs to work correctly. So don't forget about that. But I think next round we will have also the lower bracket playing. This time round we're gonna have 2 upper semifinals, and we're gonna watch the first one with Tomomiko, Zulus, Oxide, and Lucky Error.
Right. It isn't even that early in the morning. Somehow, all of this talk with brackets and everything, man, my brain is fried.
Also, let's say last minute changes do not help, but yeah, those are understandable.
Somehow nostalgic seeing this kind of deal again. Everyone in losers bracket automatically wins as there are maximum 2 people there.
Indeed.
Oh, I remember like what were the previous seasons where people just thought last second like I have other business to attend to.
I'll let
Bye
the
bye.
game for a minute.
Oh wait, what? He went mute. I'm alone. At least I still see the game. But I'm stuck on Zulu's POV, so I'm at the spawn. How's you guys in chat doing though? Loving the game so far? Have they been close? Tight? Exciting? Vrooming? What you mean no? He's just denying it because he's not playing. Damn, we're into warm-up now. Just join the team. Opa. That's why you're immediately playing amateur right after failing in placements. To be honest, there shouldn't be that much of an issue on this map. As I did kind of discover it yesterday, it wasn't that hard. So it's all about the easy mistakes. And so far, who's the Zulus guy? Ayo,
I'm back.
ayo,
Zulus.
can we get a
Zulus.
POV like from behind?
Yes. I changed to the first guy. Just for, yeah.
My bad, my bad. I forgot I am watching Marcelli's stream.
Yeah. I need
Just
to
stuck in.
remember the numbers. Yeah, we'll change by the numbers now.
Very
Okay,
well.
okay, life. Yeah, as I said before, this map isn't hard. It does seem simple, very simple, but it's hard to master because there are so many little things that affect your final lap time. And yeah, it really is providing a skill check in some sense.
To be honest, I don't think it matters that much in this level.
Uh, it does matter because getting across the map is one thing, but going fast is a different thing.
Oof.
Yeah, Prague side crashing out. Luckier in first this round. Dominico getting second. Zulus made a mistake in the finish, it seems like.
I'm guessing you know a bit more about these players than I do currently. What do you think? What
I
is this match looking like?
think Zulus is having connection issues. Otherwise, I cannot explain what is happening. As for the players, I've seen, I think, yeah, all of them yesterday. From my perspective, what I've seen today, Domamico seems like the favorite in this specific, yeah, Zulus network completely gone. He
El
didn't even,
Crasho.
yeah, didn't even start this round, so we have one less player.
That's an F.
Absolute F. So get back soon. Hopefully the server will allow you to enter back. Yeah, getting back to the point, I would say that Domomiko has impressed the most today. Didn't seem that fast yesterday. Maybe yesterday's practice and some more time gave him that capability. Luckier was in the final yesterday, so he should be also good to advance from this specific match. It seems like Zulus reconnected back in DNF, I think. Oxide didn't impress much, seems like the, let's say, dark horse of this specific match. And Zulus, I don't think he has had the best preparation.
Lama guy, I swear you're going out of business soon.
What for? Is he being naughty?
No, 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 no. Sabotage. Zulu's official sponsor, Lama VPN, you know.
Ah, I see.
It's like it's kind of like what was it in Cars 2? You know, the part where they you know, switch the oil or what the gas of the cars, and then they use some kind of EMP, man.
I
Lama
don't.
is doing. Bro, you haven't seen Cars 2? Oh my god.
Bruh,
I know it's.
that was like 15 years ago. What are you talking of? Like,
My friend, I know it's a bad movie, but like,
no, it's not. Like, you're talking nonsense. But I just don't remember something I've seen once 15 years ago.
you see, Sahtel gets it cultured.
That's okay. I didn't see Zul's drive in the warm-up, and still the server is lagging, so I'm assuming he's not connected. Yeah, he's not starting. He did
Oh!
start. He did start, but he's hey,
Hey, he's stuck. Oh,
hey,
buddy!
teleporting.
Hey,
Okay,
Zulu's POV
let's
cracked.
watch. Yeah, let's watch somebody that's not lagging. Llama sharing the vibes with Zulus today. There's always one. Oxide made a mistake. We have Domamiko and Lucky in the first and second. Lucky actually seemed like quite comfortable with this map, so I anticipate him battling it with Domamiko. Domamiko is
Oh my god,
yeah.
what are these lines?
These are the Yek lines. It's probably pressure getting through him. Domamiko
Oh.
getting away with the dub in this round. It seems like 56-5. Quite fine. That's, I would say, the expected time for the round win in a Master tournament. Luckier with triple seven behind. Zulus
Ayo.
lagging out again. It seems like he left the server once again. Unfortunate, yeah, to see a player struggling with their internet connection and not, yeah, having the chance.
He's back though, he's back.
He's back. Is he still lagging? No, it seems like,
You just gotta hope the
yeah,
Bitsy speed hack just
that is despair. That is despair.
despair.
Alright, looking at the leaders, Luckier, Domamiko again getting away
Oi!
with it. Oxide making silly mistakes with no slides.
What
Domamiko
is-
making another no
What are you
slide.
saying silly mistakes, bro? Are you even seeing this?
I am. I mean, going over the penalty is not the best strategy, I heard.
My friend, these are very serious mistakes. Look at the lead. Look at the splits.
It is
Anyway.
what it is. Okay, let's hope Zulus gains stable connection. Blesses in chat for Zulus. It's not over yet. Domamiko,
Rage,
42
Rage.
points. Prage, yeah, Prage. That was
This
the
man
correct
finished
emote.
though.
I am a boomer. I'm not good with emotes. Sorry.
Okay. You are forgiven, my friend.
Yes, yes. You seen me IRL. You know I'm old.
Okay.
So yeah. So Zulus seems like yeah, back at it. Battling for second with Luckier. Getting a better speed slide on the dirt, but the worse drift. Seems like the closest round that we've so far seen. Domamiko slowly seemed like losing his lead until Lucky made an error in the drift. Oh, did they both
what the-
touch? They
They
both
ruined
touched.
it. That was so satisfying for quite a
Yeah,
while.
that was a great round indeed. But synchronous mistakes from both of them. What are we gonna see on finish? Both of them
Acha.
doing
Good race,
quite the
good
same.
race.
Good race, good race. Without that mistake, it would have been quite a solid round. Domamiko with 56-2. Respectable. Yeah, that's the best time on this map we've so far seen. 55s would be, yeah, something I would be looking forward to see in the finals at least once. I value the players this much. I think they're at least capable of those times. Don't prove me wrong, guys. Watching the stream with Zilla Delay. Llama live hacking.
Not with your VPN, man.
Yeah, we're taking away with Terratel the hardest map of the pack. My camera is Yek. So Zulu seems like fixed his internet connection. Everything is fine. Llama curse has been conquered. He's trailing Domamiko currently in second. And it looks like he's back on track. Luckier trying to snatch second from Zulus. Seems like he's succeeding at that. We have a mistake from Zulus in the uphill drift. Now to the no steering. People are taking this turn a little bit wide, possibly not knowing the optimal line to go inside. And Zulus almost failing that final pipe. Dawamiko and Lucky are getting it rather nice. 51-2 coming out of Dawamiko. I would say that's quite a good pace. That's around my consistent times. Obviously can go faster, but consistently that's around what I do. And yeah, not flexing because I'm bottom of BTL. It just shows that Dawamiko is BTL material possibly, and if he was prepared better yesterday or could have handled his nerves maybe better, it could have been completely different, as he makes a mistake immediately. And Luckier seems to be getting away with an easy dub in this round.
Hey,
Zulus
Zulus come back?
comfortably in second. It's more than a second, bro. Like
No. I mean, like, match.
match.
Easy 30-point gap.
That is a possibility, as I said. Yeah. Like when he fixed his troubles, he was Domenico was on 40 points. So halfway there. Still, we have finalist mode. You have to close out. If Zulus denies a couple of finalist run, everything is possible. And again, Luckier is not exactly a bad cookie himself. Domenico shouldn't be getting away with that too easy. And definitely, skill-wise, Luckier and Zulus, it seems like quite evenly matched, at least for today and today's maps. Zulus getting the airtime, all out of shape after that mistake, and we're gonna switch to Luckier and Dawamiko in first and second, who are quite close. Both not risking the wall ride, but taking it rather nicely and safely. Luckier had to lift off, couldn't get into the corner without a release, allowing Dawamiko to gain first. Nobody's risking the dirt outside either.
Clean.
51-9. 51-5, sorry. 59. Yeah, that's a nice round. Both players 51-5, 51-7. Clean. Domiko 77, really close to that finalist. He just needs to finish the next round in order to secure that finalist.
This map seems familiar.
We have gone through a full rotation.
That's the whole warm-up? Hello?
Yeah, it's only like 25 seconds or something like that.
Aye, fair enough. Players are warmed up. Let's go.
Seems like Zulus knows the line. At least the other ones went much wider in the beginning. Lucky having to lift off a lot because he had a too narrow line. Zulus in first, Lucky in second, Offside in third right now. Dawamiko making a mistake earlier this round.
Wow, he's gifting points right now, man.
He's gifting points, but he only needs 3. And he's gonna get third in this round with Oxide.
Oh, 22,000.
Yeah, that was close with 43.5.
Zulus deserves those 3
We have
points that he lost.
Double
Double
finalist.
finalist.
With Luckier, yeah, getting those points to get to the finalist same time as the Momiko.
Oxide
Now
and
it's
Zulus are
getting
very close as well.
spicy. Tomomiko
Yo!
failing that. Luckier is in first. Tomomiko fully modded. We have Oxide in second, almost 3 tenths behind, 4 tenths behind. Is Luckier going to snatch it? Oxide having to correct himself after a mistake. Let's watch Lucky as he
Bro.
goes across the last turn, safing it like he never saved before.
Unbelievable.
43-4, and Lucky is the winner of this match, winning Dawamiko.
This dude just came out of nowhere and took the first
Yeah.
place. What the hell?
Yeah, it seemed like Dawamiko is the favorite. But yeah, Lucky proved us otherwise. Zolo seems to have connection issues again. So now it's about Dawamiko just taking it away from Oxide, as Zolos didn't even start this round. Unfortunate to see a player struggling with their connection.
Ain't no rest for the wicked, you know.
Well, it would have been a much closer, much better match if Zolos were there to show what he's got. I think at least skill and pace wise today they're very much equal with Luckier.
Yeah, he was showing off a bit at the start. Yeah. Comfortable
And
sacrifice, yeah.
yes, with that, this match is over. We have Luckier in first, Domomiko in second, and I believe Zulus and Oxide are not playing it out. They will advance into the lower bracket where other players are already waiting on them. Let's check if we have the other match available to join. No, so that possibly means that that match was over as well. We have Sachtel winning it out and Reason in second.
Let's go, Estonia! Woo!
In comfortable second, we have Chris and Buckert dropping down to the lower bracket as well, and we'll see Sachtel and Reason in the winner brackets final. Just next match ahead. I believe this will be the last match for today. Correct me if I'm wrong, Cynic. You're most welcome to.
Sattel guy, man, the place needs to be clean. Priorities.
Yeah, so no matches were played this round in lower bracket. We're gonna have to
I'm
check.
seeing games with just one person in them. What?
Yeah. So joining the match, wanna check with the brackets to see what are the other matches in the lower bracket. Just curious about it. Okay, something went wrong. Didn't allow me to join the game.
Who interrupted? Who interrupted our match? Is it Llama VPN again? Crashing Nadio server?
Possibly it is because the previous matches in the lower bracket were not played, and that broke some sort of automation, because right now on Trackmania IO I don't see brackets for the lower round. So
My friend, I do not believe a word you are saying. Llama VPN is the issue, and also Psyniac is already in a match.
let's see. Anyways, lower bracket seeing didn't seem to work.
Whoa! All the big names are here.
Yeah, we have upper bracket final. So that's why we have Sachtel, Rizin, Domiko, and Luckier here. Pretty much everybody that we expect, maybe with exception of Zulus, but again he had internet issues which prohibited him from showing what he's got today, but it is what it is. You don't see racers complain about technical issues, so
I do not know, man. Llama been real quiet after Zulus didn't qualify for this.
note to myself, never buy Llama VPN.
Facts. This is a PSA.
What do we got?
Crypto scam.
From the players on this server, let's start with surface switch.
Oh, statistics?
Statistics, indeed.
Statistics time, poggers.
We have Domamiko in first on surface switch on the map that we will begin with 55.96, his personal best, at least the public one. We have Stachtel in second with 56.1. We have Reason in third with 56.14, so quite matched there. And we have Luckier with 56.2. So yeah, Stachtel, Reason and Luckier are quite matched on this map specifically, with all of their personal bests just about 1.5 tenths across each other, with Domamiko the only one in the 55s when it comes to personal bests. And that is surface switch for the players. And we're starting in just 5 seconds. Let's see if the order transpires in the match itself. From the numbers, seems like Domamiko is the favorite on surface switch that we are starting our upper bracket final with.
I don't know if Psyniac is doing the sip sip, but I will do it on behalf of him.
What does he do?
You do not have any visual evidence that I did this, but take my word. Oh, Psyniac came in clutch.
Is it sip sip some sort of hydration thing?
Go hydrat.
Yeah. We're lights out and away we go, as it says, as it said in Formula 1. Not exactly on that level, but anyways, we are
No,
with
none
our
of that,
upper
baby,
bracket
she-
final. Of course, who the hell is Martin Brundle compared to me? Like, his commentary is just nowhere near. We have Saftel in first, Domamiko close in second. They're switching places as I speak. Entering the dirt where people can risk quite a lot. Domamiko going for the outside lines, trying to get ahead of Sachtel. Sachtel keeping that lead as Domamiko went a little wide, yeeting it into the finish, and Sachtel wins with 56 flat.
This map is too much. This map is too much, man. When players are like close, it's just
It is quite respectable. My personal best in rounds yesterday was about that time. So Sachtel showing that he's well prepared today in comparison to yesterday, at least being capable of showing that pace. Again, Domamiko was in second, who is an expected favorite on this map, taking away first currently. We have all players quite close this round. Domamiko in first, Sachtel in second. But the splits are not big. Sachtel getting a big nose slide, having to correct, and his Out of contention for this round, Tomomiko with point 4 of a lead with Lucky Error and Reason battling for the second. Lucky making a mistake, allowing Reason to go ahead. Reason has a lot of speed, Tomomiko
Oh
clips,
my.
and that allows him to possibly win the round. As Lucky almost sniping him with the outside line. Crazy, crazy.
Out of nowhere, bro.
And
What?
that's a 56.5, another respectable time. Tomomiko making that error. Possibly he could have been in the 55s because he was point 4 ahead. Yeah, well before the finish. Finish
Imagine
section
yourself in
begins.
that situation, though. Like seeing just another car's nose peep out from the like corner
A-
of your screen.
As long as it's after the finish, it's all fine, bruv. Otherwise, we have Reason. I wanted to say in first, but everybody is like swapping between the places. After all, dust settles, Luckier is in first with a couple of tenths of advantage. Having to correct himself, Domomiko going for a bit riskier lines that allows him to always kind of climb up the order or get it a little bit ahead everywhere until he makes mistakes, and that's why Lucky is leading this round. He's
Wow.
had a very wide line into the finish but managed to correct it and still snatched the first with 56.3. Again, we already seen faster times, 56.0 in
Amazing.
this match.
That was a good race.
That was a good map.
Oh,
We have 3 rounds per map. And yeah, moving on to the surface switch. And here is your stats guy, where we have 20 seconds preparing for reunion. And on reunion, out of these players, we have Lucky Error in first with 42.9, respectable. We have Domomiko in second with 43.0, not a big gap behind. Reason 43.0 as well, and Sachtel with 43.2. So Sachtel seems like the underdog here. And unlike the other map, Luckier seems to have the advantage on this ones. Let's see if that transpires. Domomiko didn't convert his advantage into the lead last time round, as we actually see Luckier leading as we start reunion.
that's actually such a surprising name to see on top right now. Oh, this is making moves though.
It
Look
is
at him
indeed.
go.
Well, Sachtel making a mistake on exit. Luckier pushing it for second, but yeah, Domomiko had a wider line that allowed him to speed slide out of the jeopardy. Anyways, we have quite a tight race, 27, 26, 26 and 21 on Sachtel's behalf. Sachtel needs to step up his game.
Yo, Satan needs to stop chatting, bro.
Indeed. If he does, then really mad.
Yo,
Have Domomiko a little bit off pace in the beginning. Other ones are still on quite a good pace in this round. Luckier seems like having the best line through the dirt. Slachten looked like lost it all, but then somehow he just got the inside line. Getting a
oh
different
my.
line. Oh damn, that was a close round. 43-1 from Lucky, and then just 8,000s between Sachtel and Domomiko. They are choosing to go for completely different lines.
Yo,
Yeah,
bro, these rounds are tasty.
indeed, but that's the upper bracket final. It is supposed to be like that. We're gonna see even faster and even closer rounds in BTL for sure.
It's all about these guys right now, man.
Absolutely. Those guys, yeah, taking it away really close. That's when Trackmania is the best. You don't have to be Pack or Carl Jr. You always can find somebody to play
Oh,
against and
what
feel
the
fun.
oh my
That's
god.
crazy. They're so close this round. It's anybody's game at this point. Zachtel risking it, going for the insane inside line. Is he making it? It
No
does.
way, no way.
And Risen clipping in the finish, also supposedly
Oh my
risking.
god.
That was a juicy round. Zachtel won it by yeeting the double drift. Yeah, it's really precise, really hard
Oh,
to nail,
I
but
can't, I can't, I can't take it anymore.
that was a
My
great
mental,
round.
it's
It
gone.
seems it seems like, yeah, I said Zachtel needs to step up, and there he is, tying with Domomiko for second, just 4 points off lucky error. As we move on to the Eretel, the hardest map of the amateur map pack. And here's your stats guy again. We have Eretel. Let me update just for. Oh damn! There's a lot more players. I will get rotten while looking for them. So it seems like Luckier is the best with 50.7.
Man's gotta have that info loaded up before the map.
Reason is second, and the rest is just mod. The
Oh,
difference is previous maps basically just played by BTL players and Baltic players, but Eretel is a fast point map, and leaderboards there are much bigger and much faster. So it's hard to get down to the bottom of it. At least, yeah.
the Wamiko slow down randomly.
At least we have Luckier in first in the leaderboards, and it shows on the map as well. Everybody is kind of mad, making mistakes. Luckier with 51.65. I would say average winning time that we've seen in the matches so far.
There are slight gaps appearing in the score.
Well, Aratel is really a more challenging map, so here preparation matters much more. Rachel going around nicely. He will be in a comfortable lead after that. Risking
Softer.
it all of the way. Who's got the balls? And
He didn't even gain much of a lead with that.
yeah, that's what happens there. You also need to get a good downhill on grass. You cannot oversteer, otherwise it's yeah, complete mud. But props for trying. What's gonna be on the finish? Zachtel with more speed. Is he gonna make it? Yeah.
But close one again.
50.9. That is the first 50 that we've seen today. Respectable. Absolutely respectable. Luckier also on the brink of 50. But yeah, that was the difference between them. Sachtel gaining that really important points, now climbing up to the second. As far as I understand, the top two advance into the overall finals. And then the bottom two will play in the lower bracket finals. Sachtel making a mistake, allowing Lockyer to
Domenico
advance.
trying to
Domomiko,
trying to recreate that.
yep, Domomiko trying to make the same line as Sachtel last time, but he touched. Is anybody in contention?
Where is
Oh,
Sahterwait?
he is completely gone. Yeah, possibly a chain of mistakes or unlucky gearings. Anyways, reason making a mistake, risking it.
You lucky error. Man's not. Man's not making any errors. Man's not lucky. What is this name? Oh, 69.
69,
Nice.
nice,
Oh, and that's
very
exactly
nice.
at the end
Yeah,
of a map.
so
Wow.
we
Wait.
have surface switch. and luckier 11 points away from being the finalist, I believe. If the point system didn't change, it used to be 80. We'll check just in a moment. As we checked before, I believe on Surface Switch, the number one time on the leaderboards is after Domomiko out of these four players, and then everybody else is quite tightly matched, just 0.2 behind. We are going ahead with the second run on the Surface Switch, second time round. Let's see if the first round gave guys a bit of practice. Perhaps they could be more comfortable this time. So far, quite a tight battle for the first between Lucky and Damomiko. Reason in third, trailing them by about 0.3, 0.4. Sachtel making a huge early mistake that I've unfortunately missed. Damomiko touching the wall, allowing Reason to overtake him. Luckier so far, errorless. Going into the final dirt turns, making the job just fine. Was shit behind. Reason making it extra wide, but still taking the jump into the risky, and luckily for him, he did maintain enough speed, but that line was yeah, very questionable. Domomiko with the mistake in the dirt turns, taking a bit more risk in the outside, possibly risking it for the chocolate biscuit.
Yo, this is
This is
kind of
extra
looking for
tight.
like this is like a recipe for a triple finalist. I'm kind of
Yes.
looking forward to it.
Luckier just needs to finish this round to guarantee finalist for himself. So at best his interest is the 9 points from others. Domomiko with the mistake in this round, so he's falling behind as Reason getting the no slide, taking across the penalty grass, which lost him all of the speed. Luckier touching the outside as every player risks.
Bruh.
Sachtel touching the outside, Domomiko having to lift off and releasing it. This round is in all the places. Sachtel still leading, Domomiko trying his best to gain on him. These 10 points are really important for Sachtel, and he gets it.
This is Trackmania, and this was the most round ever.
I love Trackmania esports. Yeah, this round was indeed in all the places. Luckier finalist. Here's his first attempt at closing this match out. Again, the winner here advances into the finals. This right now is upper bracket final. Two winners advance. Two losers go to the loser bracket finals to battle for another chance. Lucky in quite a comfortable lead by a 0.2. Sachtel risking it all to get it from him. Domomiko also with
Clean
a lot
out
of
nice.
speed. Is Domomiko getting it very wide, losing a lot of speed because of that? We're gonna see finish.
Atsa.
Domomiko crashing and clipping. He was trying to get the inside line. Most likely because of that he lost the gear and didn't make the jump, but respectable, understandable. We congratulate Luckier on closing out this upper bracket
Rare
finals.
Latvian W.
And yeah, he is going to wait for other players in the finals. We have Sachtel, Domomiko, and Risen battling out for the second place in the finals. Sachtel currently with an advantage, 74 points. Domomiko in second with 68, Risen with 64. Sachtel needs to finish this map, to finish this round, to get finalist, I believe, because the third position will get you 6 points necessary for him to reach the 80
Sorry, Psyniac, did I stutter?
Third gets fives. Okay, understand. Okay. In that case, Sachtel needs second. So far, no problem with that. He is in the lead. What are the lines from Estrizen? He's like cutting it inside every corner, losing the speed, but it does seem to
Yo!
work out. Domomiko with an insane line. Sachtel having to release, yeeting it into the final corner. Who's gonna be? Sachtel needs second, and he is not
Wow.
making it.
Truly a Moncabra moment.
That is a indeed nice snipe from Reason, and Domomiko denying Sachtel of finalists. Very important.
Triple finalist, maybe?
All of them are now, yeah, in a position to get finalists this round. I think unless Reason gets third, so let's root for Reason this round. He needs at least second, and we will have triple finalist. He's the only one that may not be finalist, and right now he needs to schnell a bit. Stachtel and Domomiko are battling it for the first. Reason
Oh,
gaining on Domomiko, yeeting it into the
yo!
double corner, gaining the
Is it
second,
real? Is this
gaining
real?
the first. He could.
Oh.
That is insane. We have triple finalists, ladies and gentlemen. Type 1 in
Aye,
chat
spicy
if you're
meatball.
hype. We have
I,
triple finalists. Let's see that out.
I should be 3 though for triple. Okay, but who's gonna take the F here?
Domomiko with a little bit of wide line, already setting him 0.2 behind. Sachtel going nicely. Reason making a huge mistake, losing out. Sachtel with the lead. Domomiko trying to deny him the win. Sachtel with a bit of wide line entering the downhill. Domomiko with much better lines, more speed. His speed sliding for his life right now, and they're about equal entering the finishing part of the track. Domomiko had to release, and with that, it is over. Sachtel, yeah, securing his second.
Unbelievable.
Losing my train of thoughts, man. So much is happening on the screen at the same time, and these guys are battling it out. Congratulations to Sachtel, who is now advancing to final and also joining luckier there. We have Domomiko and Treason dropping to the lower bracket, and they will have another chance to earn their place in the finals of this amateurs tournament. Do we have another match today, or is that it for today's matches? Can
Ah boy,
somebody?
Sahtel, what are you telling me? Well played. You should have won that. Why are you second, my boy? Donating your Estonian W's to Latvia, man. What? I'll let you know I never lose. That's why I'm in. That's why I'm casting right now.
It seems like loser bracket has also played out. I see people writing to GG's. Can I see the results? There's one match still going on.
I found, you know, the purpose of life in the ocean of Antartar in 1999. You haven't seen what I have seen.
So, in one of the loser matches, Samaji just one finalist. We have Zoidan and Ion still battling it out. I believe it is supposed to be 2 players advancing. So we still have another place to find out between Zoidan and Ion. The other match has already finished. So, is the match on stream? Yes. Great.
This is a different type of interesting match. What?
Yeah, this is a loser bracket, and we have one place left to decide between these 2 players, Ion, Zoidan. Zoidan seems to be quite ahead. This is completely yak, but it has
Both of
its
them
own
no
beauty.
sliding everywhere though. Yo, this ain't funny. How are they even so close?
Damn, Zoidan.
No!
Zoidan had a slowdown, but Ion just didn't manage to get collected on the landing with the speed that he had. Possibly again not comfortable with the speed he's taking. The first time you have overspeed, it's always tricky to get the line right. And I would assume, it is a possibility. What a line for Ion for the start.
He knows something we don't.
Absolutely. Damn. Go, go.
This spring up though, holy! What?
Like,
Don't tell me you're not entertained, because I am.
Dude, I am beyond
I
entertained right
want
now.
to see like
Yo, he got the drift
in,
though.
like all like
Oh no. Major W followed by major F, man. Oh my. He did not
pulls
get
the
it.
virtual, yes. Major
Oof,
W, major L. They're
What?
equal. Man, Zoidan was 8 seconds behind. They're equal. How are they doing it?
Yo, what? What am I watching right now, bro?
Yuck. Anyways, if Zoidan finishes, he is finalist, okay?
I believe.
Chill. Ion taking the safe route. Wise decision. Okay, Zoidan finishes on time. It's everything is under control.
Dude, have you even seen the times they are driving? It's
I
just
don't-
quiet all of a sudden, man.
I don't have enough digits on the screen to see their time. We need
My
live
friend.
bonk sound effects coming in from Sachtel. That's a good suggestion. I think there is like a plugin that can do that, but it's obviously working with stuff like landing bugs and all that stuff. So we have Zoidan in finalist mode, Ion with 68 points. So basically he needs to win 3 rounds in a row to move ahead in the losers bracket or otherwise be eliminated.
Aeon will win this, I swear. He will get the second most rare Latvian W.
That is amazing. That is truly amazing.
Dude, am I watching Natural Geographic right now?
Here we see bronze in their natural habitat.
It's so close!
They both didn't drift. What? Go! It's quick!
Way!
I can't!
Aeon, why are you doing this to me, bro?
Bruh. Zoidan, GG. I forgot he is finalist. It was so entertaining. No cap. This is the most fun I've seen and I had this cast, definitely.
Bro,
You
everyone
guys,
was so close! In
you
the
guys,
most unexpected way.
yeah, you guys win the win the sympathy award. That was
No,
something
man. That's
else.
the MVP award. Holy. What you mean?
Jordan, Ion, that was entertainment plus plus. Alright, I didn't have an update whether we have any more matches today, but I do see a couple of matches pending, but it's tomorrow, yes. So I believe that is for today. So from today's results, we know two of our finalists, which were Lucky Error and Sachtel in first and second. And we are still to find out who are the two players that will join them in the grand finals. We still have two of the lower bracket matches tomorrow, and then lower bracket final, and then the grand final itself. So there will be 4 total matches. Two of them will be simultaneously, so there's 3 rounds that we're going to stream. And yeah, I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Don't know if that will be me and Zinc, but hopefully we will be able to at least do a, let's say, watch along. I wouldn't really name that a cast. Yeah, thanks for all the participants that joined today. Thanks for the stream to Psiniak. Thanks to you, Zinc, for joining me. And
No joke.
sparing
We
my
have
sphere.
to get these two guys back for a rematch. 1v1.
And make bets and earn millions. And that's the strat.
Bro, what you mean millions, man? This is so unpredictable. It's like, what?
Yeah, also thanks obviously to SRK for organizing the event. With that,
Mad.
I guess we can call the day one over. Yeah, thanks everybody for being here, for bearing with my terrible commentary as I try to mimic or wanna be that. Anyways, better than nothing. Decided to fill in the silence. Might be joining you tomorrow, and definitely come join stream if there is one. So yeah,
Greedy wasn't reading that.
thanks for having me, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, I guess.
Thank you to Uvu.
Ubu.